going on? Welcome back to the MVP.
That's a Man's You podcast, baby.
You know what I'm talking about. Man, what's happening with you, man? We got another episode of the Man's View podcast back for another week. You know what I'm saying? I thought I told you that we wouldn't stop. I thought I told you that we ain't stopping. And we on and on. Today I got my boy Book with me. What's happening to the people, Book?
What's happening, peoples? What's happening, peoples?
You know what I'm saying? But
No, hold up.
What's up?
I got that. Hold up. Man, what they talking about?
You trying to take the Cody road today?
Just showing love, baby. Showing love. Spread love the Brooklyn way. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, if you can hear it,
yeah.
It's going to be a more condensed episode. You know what I'm saying? It's me and my boy Book today. We don't have the other partners. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cody. Shout out to Greg. Shout out to Boy Rail. You know what I'm talking? We had everybody last week and have just me and Book today. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, they tired. Boss, them tired, boss.
Hey, it is what it is. So I mean, we still got to give them a podcast. So we definitely gonna come up here and do what we got to do, man. But before we get into everything like we going to, Book, tell them about yourself, man. Tell the people what happened this week, man. If you got anything going on, what was important?
Man, shoot. Well, real talk, man. It's been the first week back at work. Yeah, they riding your boy kind of hard, man. Acting like the job can't get done without my help. So, been a little overwhelmed this week. A lot of people taking days off on me. I told y'all that was gonna happen when I got back. They don't miss me. They miss me doing the job. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. We had a power outage. That was a good day. That was a lovely day. You know what I'm saying? It can do no work. So I was with that.
Damn shame.
Real talk, man. It's been a cool week, man. Just started back at the gym. Yesterday morning. I'm not going today. Why? Because Champs in Killeen, I bought a size sneaker, right? Tried on 2 pairs. And I told him that size ain't gonna work. I need this one. He said, cool. Got to the register. The box that I paid for was the correct size. Okay? I put them sneakers on yesterday. I'm back in Kuwait, y'all, mind you. I can't do an exchange like that. I put them sneakers on yesterday, man. It felt like my feet were asleep. So I thought maybe it was my socks. I was like, I just need to socks. Nah, that nigga sold me a size. Yeah, he put the wrong size sneaker in the wrong goddamn box, and now I'm stuck with it.
Damn, you better send them bitches back, man. You send them back to your mom.
Nah, I'm hold on. You know what? I was, but I paid cash for it, so I don't even have no receipt, man. So two people saying the same thing. You know what I mean? Like they'll figure it out when they realize they got the wrong damn shoe size in the wrong box. But I'm like, it's all good, man. I got a big heart, so I'm gonna find somebody out here. I'm looking at people's feet game right now, and if you wear my size, I'm gonna let you have that. So right now, there's gonna be some house shoes.
You out there looking like a weirdo, just looking at everybody's feet, man. You know what I'm talking about? You can just ask somebody, what size you wear, man. I got these shoes for you. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, what size you wear? What you mean what size I wear? Size you.
You definitely gonna get in a fight out there, man. Talking about looking at people's feet, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong with this nigga? But man,
but no, real talk. It's been a quiet week, man. Like I said, I'm just trying to get off of this jet lag. I've been up through the wee hours of the night, man. When I do sleep, it's like 2 hours of sleep. So I'm trying to catch my groove, man. But other than that, it's been real chill, bro.
Okay, I got you. Man.
Sure.
So me, let's see what happened with I came back to work, man. I was gone for about 5 days off of work. I was in Louisiana, like I told y'all last week, man. I had to go attend a funeral. You know what I'm talking about? My grandmother died. So I handled that, went to the funeral, came on back, got back in the swing of work, man. And then you know what I do every week, man. I'm coasting, I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? So just like always, man. You know what I'm talking about? The chilling don't stop. I don't know about y'all, but the chilling don't stop. I be kicking. You know what I'm saying? So I get, man, it feels weird. We ain't got nobody else telling how the week was, man. Usually it's a lot longer on the beginning, man. You know what I'm saying? Usually Cody got
Yeah,
something to say. You know what I'm talking about? He ain't did one of them stories in a while, man. It might be time next week when the boy come back. I know he gonna have something to talk about. You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
I mean, we could read his group chat message. That would kind of be a story that he would tell.
No, we'll say that
You
for
know,
him.
about how he got the foul.
Yeah, we'll say that for him. We'll say it for when he get back. You know what I'm saying, Cody?
Okay, okay, okay,
We'll
okay,
we'll, we'll
okay.
let him share
All
that
right,
story. You know what I'm talking about?
all right, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to ruin the man. You know what I'm saying? Ruin his hypeness about that subject. You know what I'm talking about? I did
I'm with
hear a lot of stuff about our last week's episode, boy. They said we should just give your dad a microphone and let him talk for about an hour or so. You know what I'm talking about? Because and tell stories all day. Because they was rolling on the OG segment of the MVP. You know what I'm talking about? So that's definitely that was good. We definitely gonna have to have him back on here again. Hopefully
yeah, for
he
sure.
stopped tying people up to trees and gates and all that kind of shit. And we could just tell him we don't live like that no more, Pops. You know what I'm talking about? We good now. Tell him we ain't got to do that shit no more. You know what I'm talking about? So we had
um,
shout out to
uh,
Mr. Booker. You know what I'm saying? We had a good episode last week, and you know what I'm talking about, people like that. Okay,
really did. So,
so let's go on and get in some of the stuff we're gonna talk about this week, man. One thing I
right
want
on.
to talk about that we normally don't talk about, but we're gonna save it to the very, very end. You know what I'm talking about? Because we want to give people what they're used to with the podcast, but we normally don't get to talk
Uh-huh.
about sports that much, particularly the NBA. And since you know what I'm saying, some of the people ain't on here, we might as well talk about some sports and some of the trades that went down. You know what I'm talking about? And we'll talk about that at the end
Oh,
of
no
the
doubt.
podcast. So that's just something that we
Turn that
don't.
shit.
Yeah, that's something we don't normally do. So I want to throw that in there because I kind of do want to talk about the NBA and everything like that. Okay,
Gotcha.
gotcha. We cool with that? We cool?
Yes, sir.
No problem. Okay, first thing on my list is about see if you had anything about the 21 Savage problem because 21 Savage is getting deported or it's looking like he's about to get deported because they said he's originally
Yeah.
from the UK.
In the
And
UK. Yeah.
they've been having a lot of people clowning the man about his situation and all that kind of stuff. I know right now Offset and Chris Brown beefing because Chris Brown posted something about how he was how he should be rapping because he's from England or whatever. Um,
Mm.
I just want to hear how you feel about that whole situation. You know what I'm talking about? Why people taking it lightly. Also,
Well,
it was that other girl. I forgot the one that was on drugs. They had an overdose. Demi Lovato, I believe. She was clowning. People got on her ass too. So I just kind of want to see how you feel about this whole 21 Savage and this nigga being from England and all that kind of shit. How you feel about that?
you know what, real talk, man, I didn't know the boy was from England, man. I thought the boy was from like really down south, down south. You
Uh-huh.
know, his parents give me that Atlanta feel, Mississippi, Alabama, somewhere in Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that boy was from afar. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
didn't know this isn't no disrespect. It's what they call him, a blue blood.
But
Okay.
in his
Exactly.
defense, he's supposedly been here since like 7 years old. So he kind of from there. You know.
So, man, it's no different. Like, what are his parents though? That's the kicker. Are his parents American citizens or were they
His
from London?
mom is here in America. His dad is still in the
All right.
UK. But supposedly they visa ran out when he first came here a year after they got here, and they just
Yeah.
never applied for the shit
Yeah.
again. They just kind of stayed
Got
there.
you.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, when you in a poor
Yeah.
neighborhood, probably where he's from in Atlanta, I mean,
Hmm.
he's kind of rolled that shit out. Ain't nobody was looking for him. You know what I'm talking about? So
Yeah.
it's
I
just
think it's bullshit, personally, man. Like at some point in time, man, you gotta look at it and be like, let it call a spade, bro. Like this is stupid. You know what I mean? At the end of the day,
mm-hmm.
um, the whole deportation situation that has been set up in our country is just based upon those who are not providing a valuable service to the community or to the country in general. So I'm not saying like, his criminal activity, anything like that. If he has a rap sheet, I'm not too, you know, involved in that man's background and history of growing up and whatever he has done and not. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, man, like if he has, like I said, a criminal background,
Mm-hmm.
that's all they need. And we all know who they is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that for them is enough justification as to, all right, get this nigga out of here. And then on top of that, he shares the color that they don't like.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel bad, man. You know what I mean? Like there's times when you can just be like, all right, yeah, all right, I'm just oversight. You've been here for over 20 years, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or however old the brother is. Like, dog, come on, man. That man ain't hurt nobody.
Yeah.
So I think the people who are trying to spin it into a joke or make them light of the situation,
Mm-hmm.
I keep it pretty simple. Fuck y'all niggas.
Damn, we went all the way to you
Uh,
fuck
that's
them
how
niggas.
that's how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck y'all niggas. Because I'm like, say there's somebody in your family. You know what I mean? Like, not everything is a joke.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not everything is a joke. That man has kids here. He has family, and y'all are making light of the situation and clowning and talking. You know how you're talking, like being disrespectful. First of all, Demi Lovato, you a drug head. You know what I mean? Like, why are you talking about it? You know
Uh.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't get it for the life of me. You almost killed yourself,
Mm-hmm.
popping them pills. So why you don't got nothing? You can't say shit to me about nothing. All
Mm-hmm.
right, you damn near killed your damn self. You said Chris Brown. I don't think Chris
Yeah.
breathing it. He wasn't.
Chris Brown though, he posted a video where like 21 was rapping, but somebody else voiced over his rapping. And he was like a little England dude, like the England accent.
He tried to Milli Vanilli him. He tried to Milli Vanilli him.
Yeah, he definitely they Milli Vanilli him, but
Oh man,
it wasn't his post. It was he took it from somebody else and just reposted on his page. You know what I'm talking about? So
he shouldn't have reposted. That means you
yeah.
condone that action. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like, if you didn't put the caption with and be like, man, look at the internet on this bullshit, like, blah, 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 and made a positive statement in support of him, then I wouldn't have a problem with that. But you just posting it and getting your shits and giggles out of it, like, I feel a type of way about that. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think, society, that's just the world we live in, man. Like, everybody want to find a joke about something, man, until shit get real
Mm-hmm.
and that nigga get back. 21 Savages with the shit. So,
Yeah.
be breezy. You know what I'm talking about? You just brought up on allegations of raping bitches. So, allegedly, whether she telling the truth or not, once again, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But, dog, you can't be talking that shit either. You know what I'm saying? You got a rape charge against you. That
Mhm.
man was just said, hey, you've been here too long. We gotta let you go.
I'm gonna hit you.
Two
I'm gonna hit
different
you up
places,
like
two
this,
different levels.
man. I'm conflicted because on one hand, I like
Yeah.
the jokes and I like to get off on jokes, and if it's funny, then it can slide with me. You know what
Uh-huh.
I'm talking about? But on the other
Mm.
hand, I guess when people going through real life situations like that, you kind of want to just steer clear of that shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
So
man.
by no means did I clown 21 or whatever. I'm not about to clown him now, but I'd be a damn
Mm.
lie if I say I couldn't find the humor and what the people was posting. You know what I'm talking about? That shit was funny as hell to me. When that nigga was rapping in that British accent, it was kind of funny. I mean, hey, now do I want the man to get deported? No, I don't want him to do that. He been doing stuff in the community in Atlanta and all that kind of stuff. But this shit was funny. You know what I'm talking about? I'm like, come on. And then what's crazy to me is you listen to his mama. His mama got a thick like English accent. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
like it ain't no kind of doubt where she from. You know what I'm saying? So
I understand. But
yeah, she definitely not from America. The way she talk like that. So
I wonder if Idris Elba. I wonder if 21 been faking out this whole time. Don't created his old accent. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't
Got
think
his whole Springer Bell complex.
I don't
But
think so.
really, he sound like Idris Elba really sounds. Because he's
Yeah,
from the
he
UK,
from
from
over
London.
there.
So
I don't know, but he been there since. The only reason I say that because he been there since like 5 or 7. I think it was like
mm-hmm.
one of them 5 or 7. So it's like you going.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you around your friends and stuff, you start talking like them. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason
Yeah.
I think hey, he is what it is. I mean, they talking about he from England or whatever. The man been here since 7 or whatever. But let's just say 7. Worst case scenario. I mean, you
All right.
from wherever you from. I mean, at that point, you not from England no more. You ain't been to England since you was 7. Dude, like 20
Yeah.
something. You know what I'm saying? So he from Atlanta.
Yeah.
So I mean, it is what it is. It's unfortunate, but I'm not gonna sit here and be on like no high horse, man. That shit funny, dog. Some of that stuff was funny. I mean, we can still help 21 and still acknowledge that some shit funny. I just don't. I don't like Demi Lovato. I think she should have just kind of just laughed to herself. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like how she was talking, but Chris Brown getting his little jokes off. I mean, I didn't see as much harm in that. It was like, okay, you got your laugh off, but hey, at least say, yo, that's fucked up. Dude deserved to be here. You could laugh at the shit and still say, hey, that's fucked up. Dude still shouldn't be deported.
Free the home.
Yeah.
Yeah, let him back.
Yeah, real talk. Long as you hit it like that, I say I give you the pass. I'm cool on it. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But you got anything to end that thing off, man, before we go to our next topic, man?
Nah, man, I ain't got much on that, bro. Just, let the homie be great, man. Let me be great.
You know what I'm saying? Let dude be great. And let me hit book.
I said a year.
On to the next one. You know what I'm saying? I got another one. We got another one from Mr. Liam Neeson. If y'all don't know who that nigga is, Liam Neeson.
Taken.
Yeah, from Taken. You know what I'm saying? He had a whole bunch of Takens. He had a whole bunch of versions of Taken. I mean, like every movie he in is just another version of Taken. But basically, he had a little thing that came out a couple of days ago that said his friend had got raped. One of his girlfriends, and not necessarily his girlfriend, but a friend that's a girl. She got raped, and he asked her if she knew what color he was. She said, yeah, he was black. So Liam Neeson said he went out on the street and he was looking for a couple weeks for a random black bastard that would stop him so he could hit them over the head with a kosh. And from what I'm told, a kosh is like a billy club. So he was trying to kill, this is his words. He said he was trying to kill a random black person because his friend got raped by one specific supposedly black person. That shit don't make no goddamn sense to me. But they did have some niggas coming out defending him, like Terry Crews and all that kind of stuff. I just want to hear how you feel about that shit, man. How you feel about? Let me just kill a random black person because one person did something to my friend.
And what's crazy is the whole time he says, I'm not a racist, but you said you're out here looking for a random black person so that you can attack them with a kosh, which is, like you said, a billy club. Just a miniature billy club. And to me, if that ain't some racist ass shit and some racist ass activity, brother, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, you lying.
You know what I mean? Like, that don't make sense to me, man. It don't make sense to me. That's just that's like saying I love fried chicken that the niggas make. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't fuck with you. Like, what's the difference, my man? Yeah. What's the difference? Like, that don't make no sense to me, bro. So, that is racist. There's no way around it. Like, how your statement was taken, it can't be taken out of context. I just think,
what got me
and
the
why
most?
Did it matter?
What got me the most?
Why did it matter? Go ahead.
What got me the most is how he said black bastard. I was looking for a black bastard to kill.
Yeah.
Like, okay, that's how you feel, huh? Because that's the part of it that stuck out. Like, okay, I'm looking for a black bastard to kill. Like, okay, that's how you feeling now, huh? Okay, gotcha. I hear that. So that's why I look at him a little strange. Like, he got this new movie coming out and all that shit. Ain't nobody watching that dumbass shit. I don't even know what the name of that goddamn movie is. And then who's the girl on Fast and the Furious that was fucking with Vin Diesel in the movie? Michelle Rodriguez or something like that? I don't know, whatever the fuck her name is, the Hispanic girl that's Vin Diesel's girlfriend that supposedly died and came back in the goddamn movie.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She said that Liam Neeson couldn't be a racist because he kisses Viola Davis in a movie. If that
And
wasn't
widows,
stupid, if that wasn't
black.
the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my goddamn life, okay, what you talking about? That don't make no sense. He can't be racist because he kissed a black woman in a movie. All right, man, get out of here with that stupid ass shit.
You don't even know when that conversation took place. First of all, this just came out as far as us hearing it, and that movie's been out for at least 3 months. So you think about the time that they shot it and wrapped. It's not like as soon as I finish a film, it's in the theater the next damn day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So what we talking about, man? What we talking about? The thing that gets me though is him asking what color was the person that raped you. You know what I mean? Like, why does that matter?
Mm-hmm.
Why does that matter? So if it was a white person, would you be out here talking about I'm about to kill me a white bastard? You know what I'm saying? Like, would you be saying the same type shit? No, you wouldn't. Mm-hmm. But it's the society, man. It's the world that we live in, bro. Like, people say stuff and then we think it's okay. Oh, well, I didn't mean it like that. When you have some type of fame to you, like, nigga, I'm not watching not now one in your movie, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I know the scene Taken. I seen them all. I seen all the rest of your movies, nigga. I know how they gonna act. You did Taken on a plane. You did Taken on the street. You did Taken in England. You did Taken it's Taken every goddamn way.
On the train. Yeah. The train, the commute, all that. Yeah, everything's Taken, bro.
This nigga.
Well, actually, everything is, for the life of me, I never realized it because he was always in bandages. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. But he was Dark Man. I forget all about that.
He was Dark Man?
Yeah. Caught me too, bro. Caught me too.
Fuck Dark Man, then.
That nigga was Dark Man. The nigga walking around with the trench coat and the hat with the dirty badges, goggles wrapped around his face. That's him.
This nigga. All I gotta say is he disappointed me with that.
Yeah,
he disappointed me with that.
Yeah,
and then Terry Crews, I'm looking at Terry Crews. If you ever hear this podcast, I want to let you know I've been looking at you funny for the last couple of weeks, man. I don't know what the hell wrong with you. You came out to defend him. You wanted to beat up niggas, but you ain't want to touch the nigga that grabbed your balls. And then, you know what I'm saying? Book Daddy said you must have liked it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it don't make sense to me, but that's what he on lately. He apologizing for people making racist remarks, and then he up here trying to beat up black men for saying that, hey, if I was you, I wouldn't have let that white dude touch my balls. But hey, if that's how you want to play it, that's how you want to rock, then hey, it's on you, brother. You gonna ride with that. So Liam Neeson, I can't even say the nigga name no more. He canceled. But he get the That's Your Boy award. You know what I'm talking about? The new That's Your Boy award recipient is Liam Neeson. Mm-hmm. And I would play the music, but I don't feel like I'm being lazy today. I don't feel like pulling the shit up. That's your man's right there. You know what I'm saying? Liam Neeson. And Terry Crews, you right on the border of getting the next That's Your Man's award. I ain't gonna lie, I like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but nigga, you better get it together. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be canceled too. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Anything else you want to say about Liam, or whatever his name is?
I ain't got nothing to say about old fuck niggas,
man. Hey, man, sometimes it be like that, man. Niggas disappoint you every day, boy, I tell you. You know what I'm saying? And we've been riding with this old ass nigga, making it seem like it was believable that he could beat up these niggas with these old ass moves. And I've been trying to ride with this shit. But hey, then you come out there talking about you want to kill black bastards. I ain't with you, fuck nigga. God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Rick Ross, thank you for your ad libs, my brother. Okay. On to the next one. Okay. I don't want to talk about that. We just want to talk about 6ix9ine snitching. I guess the name could go.
No, you had it right. You had it right, bro.
I guess the name could go with it, 6ix9ine, but we're not gonna go into that because I think I know how you feel. You was in that bullshit. You was running, man. Real quick, tell me how you feel about that, man. It's not even no topic. I just want to know how you feel about him.
It ain't even a topic, man. I feel as though you down to do the crime, you down to do the time, man. Quit lying. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it ain't nobody no much better than the other person. I don't care if all you did was deliver the mail. Nigga, if you knew what was inside of it, you just as responsible, bro. Bottom line. Quit crying, nigga. Man up. Man up.
You know what I'm saying? With gold bond.
Man, that's it, bro. Shut your fucking mouth. Sit there and do what you're supposed to, man. Ain't nobody force you.
And
you're a grown ass man. You made that decision on your own. Fuck out of here, man.
And I want to be all the way clear with this. If you do some shit around me, I'm telling. I'm snitching. Okay? I want to tell everybody on the podcast that. Don't put me in no goddamn situation where I got to think about doing some years for you, because I'm not the nigga that's going to do time for you. Now, if
I'm glad you said that.
Okay. No, but
you know what came to mind?
Huh?
You know what came to mind too? You said that?
What?
I'm snitching. Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
What he said?
Man, yeah.
He said, went to the jail and he asked brother, what you did? Nothing. He was like, nothing. Well, you must have did something. And he was like, I ain't no punk, man. I ain't telling. He was like, man, couldn't have been me. I'd have been up in front of the judge. What's your name, son? Punk. He did it. He did it. I'm going to serve man for another man? Another time for another man? No. He said, Your Honor, he going to tell it all. So I'm just like, I'm glad Frank said that, bro.
No, I'm going to be real, man. If I was in it doing the stuff, then I gotta abide by them rules and them codes. Okay. Now, if I'm just going to work every day and I hop in the car with you and you got a pounds of weed and cocaine and all that shit in the car, nigga, I'm telling on your ass. I did not want to be part of that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm trying to go to work, go home, support my family. I think that's borderline. And don't take this wrong, gay people, but I think that's borderline homosexual if you take charges for another man when you ain't do shit. I'm not about to take no charge for no other man. And I'm not riding with that.
I don't know what code that is, but you know what I'm saying? Now, I used to get ass whoopings for my brother. You know what I'm talking about? That's the same thing, man. Like, you admit to a crime that you ain't had no parts of doing just because of the politics behind it. Now, like I said, I used to get ass whoopings because, my older brother never liked to tell the truth, man. Never liked to tell the truth. So, for people who haven't missed Mr. Booker, but you heard him on the last episode,
he whooping all y'all.
Nobody else. He wasn't tying nobody else. You know what I'm talking about? Getting Billy Club and taking out kneecaps. But, yeah, man, just the generation in which, wasn't no abuse and nothing like that. It was exactly what I deserved. You know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of times now people don't understand. That's why your kids so goddamn wild now. You don't put hands on them. Not hands, but, you ain't disciplining your children. You know what I mean? You just talk to them real stern. But, I mean, as many times, my brother, to this day, two of them actually, I did two. We was in the car. Back then you would play my car. That's my car. We was in New York, right? So we drive. That's my car. That's my car. That's my car. So what we would do is we also played a game where we took these road trips where we would write down as many license plates as we could see. All right, for a certain amount of time. So we both had a notebook. I had black ink that day. My brother had blue. This is how I remember. My dad's washing the car, right? The Beretta, Chevrolet Beretta, the Chevy. You know what I'm talking about? Like, this is how I know, bro. That midnight blue, okay?
Yeah.
Now, my dad goes to the grocery store. He comes back. He's putting the groceries in the back seat. And, back then it was a two-door car. So, you lean the front seat forward and do what you got to do to put stuff in the back seat, right? So he saw on the headrest, there was blue ink all over it, like somebody was doodling, right?
Yeah.
So, check it. I wasn't even sitting behind my father that day. That's another fact, but nobody caught that. So he just knew that we was in the back seat. So he asked who drew on the fucking seat, right? And my brother was like, "Oh, it wasn't me." And I was like, "Dad, it wasn't me." You know what I'm saying? Now we about 5, 6 years old, something like that, right? Well, guess what? That man ain't got time for somebody to really tell the truth. He gonna whoop both our ass. Guess what? I said, you know what? What's the chance? I'm gonna get whooped anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because this nigga ain't gonna tell the truth. So I took it for him. I just said, you know what? I did it. I didn't allow my brothers to get whooped. That's a true story. Now that's a real one. See, that's just like I'm taking time for another person who did the crime. But that's my flesh and blood. Like, nigga, I'm going down anyway. I might as well just go on. You know what
Hell
I'm talking
nah,
about?
that
Like,
that shit ain't make no
your ass
goddamn
can pay.
sense.
I just take my pain. You know what I'm talking about?
Nah,
Next time
man.
that nigga had a
I'm not
just don't
taking no
pop.
ass whooping for no. I'm gonna get if I'm
And
gonna get ass whooping regardless. That nigga gonna feel it too. I'm not just gonna say me. Hell nah. We both gonna be hurt. We both gonna be hurt assed that night.
I feel you, man. I feel you, bro. But I'm just like, you know what? Usually, I always thought about that too. Like, okay, well, shit, maybe both of us get whooped. You know what I'm saying? In hindsight, I'm like, well, maybe he would have got the first go around. You know what I'm talking about? Now people can look at it two different ways. Like, okay, my father's gonna use too much energy on him, and my lashings won't be as bad. You know what I'm talking about? Or
Uh,
he can just get the warm up, and then by the time he finishes, my dad is in full groove. You know what I'm talking about? I don't want that. So
yeah, he
I'm
he
like,
gonna have his rhythm together by
hey,
the time he
bro,
get to you. You know what
you know what I'm
I'm
saying? Like, oh
saying?
yeah, okay. Every 2.1 seconds, slack. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I don't want that. So it's okay. You know what I'm talking about? Like, a lot of the time I know that I probably didn't get the worst of it anyway. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Cause they knew, my mom and dad knew that it wasn't me. But they knew that we had that nigga, you know, my brother just habitual lie and all the damn time, man. I
Wait,
love you, man, but I took the ass whooping for you, man. Literally, physically, emotionally. Don't ever say I ain't do nothing for you.
I ain't gonna
Ever.
lie. If I was your brothers, I wouldn't feel no kind of in debt to you because ain't nobody told your dumb ass to say, it was me. You know what I'm saying? We could all been ass
Hey,
whooped out here, but you wanted to take it, so I
back
appreciate you for
there,
taking it. I'm gonna
back
go.
then, yeah, man. Shit, bro. No remorse.
Gotcha,
But
man.
I'm not doing no time for nobody else either, my brother.
Yeah.
Let's yeah.
Especially
Mhm.
especially when I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do right, man. I'm not taking no time
Yeah.
for nobody else, man. That just ain't gonna happen. Hell no. I got a
I'm
whole
going home. I
hey,
ain't going to the booty house.
you know what I'm saying? Hell no. I'm gonna tell them everything I know. I need a lawyer. Matter of fact, before I say anything, I need a lawyer. And then first when the lawyer comes sit down, I need to know what's the best way to tell them all these niggas so I can leave right now. I had nothing to do with this shit. I'm telling them all of them. And the niggas that
But
and I'm telling my friends, I told my cousins, I told my friends, don't put me in no situation where I'm gonna have to tell on you. That's not the type of person I am right now. I'm not doing that type of shit.
yeah.
We used to do stupid shit back in the day. I'm not doing that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? If you put
Mm-hmm.
me in that position, I'm telling on your ass. You ain't got to worry about who it's coming from. You just sit in your cell and be like, nigga, I'm gone. Because Fran's about to tell on my ass. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it's already done. Don't bring that shit around me and we cool. But the difference between me and 6ix9ine snitching, 6ix9ine was in the mix. 6ix9ine was doing all that shit with them. You know what I'm saying? He was putting hits on people's head and all that shit. Me, I'm not doing that. Now, if I'm up there in the mix with everybody, now that would be snitching if I sit up there and told on y'all when I'm right there next to y'all doing all that dumb shit with y'all. No.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not doing it, if I'm not putting myself in that position, don't put me in that position. You know what I'm saying? Let me go home. Let me be square. Don't let me get in the car. Don't let me do none of that. Let me go because I'm telling on your ass. Real talk. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
Okay. Now, since that wasn't even a subject, that was just us going off in a little tangent. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, we gotta. Okay. Well, yeah. Let's give this brother credit. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, let's give this brother credit. Brother Gregory. Brother Gregory
Mm.
came up with this topic. I don't know what he was thinking about at all when he came up with this topic. It's kind of like the spaceman topic, the Chris topic, because Chris thinks out the box. But Greg, I don't know what Greg was thinking about when he came up with this one. He wanted us to do this at the live show when we went to the studio. He says how to play off a fart or something, or the smell of one you what? What do you expect not? Okay, he said how you play off a fart or the smell of one that you expect not to be as bad. And has that ever happened to you? Basically, have you pooed it on yourself and you like, okay, this ain't gonna stink that bad, but then you poop and you like, this thing stink.
Yeah.
How you play that off? I don't know why Greg thought of that. Matter of fact, let me tell a story about Gregory. You know what I'm saying? So everybody know where this is coming from, or maybe where this is coming from. Back in the day, I knew Greg maybe about let's see, it couldn't be no more than about a couple months. You know what I'm saying? Greg used to come to the house. We used to play basketball outside. Greg said, "Bro, I need to use the bathroom." Okay, man, go help yourself. Greg went in my mama's house, tore up my toilet. The toilet would not flush. Okay. Now I didn't go up there because I'm like, I'm not going up there to look at that. He said, "Bro, where y'all plunge at? The toilet ain't flushing." So just so happened, my mom had our plungers and threw them away the day before. She said, "When I come home, I'm bringing home some more plungers. I'm going to buy some new plungers. I don't like how these look because my mom, real clean. She don't like how them plungers be looking and all that." So just so happened, I did not have a plunger at the house at that moment. That boy Greg lived a couple blocks down. Greg literally got up. I don't know how good he washed his ass or cleaned his ass or whatever because the toilet stopped up. Greg ran all the way to his house. You know what I'm saying? Came back. We playing basketball. Greg came back with a plunger and ran straight into my house and plunged the toilet. Needless to say, my bathroom was stinking for a couple of minutes. Well, probably about an hour or two, my bathroom was real stank. But that's just the kind of person we talking about, Gregory Gray. Shout out to Can't Get Right. So, Book, back to the question at hand. Have you ever had a fart or one that you didn't think that wasn't going to smell so bad, actually smell bad, and you had to cover for that? How did you do that?
Oh man. Well, I've had both. Smell and sound.
Smell and sound.
I had one. I had one yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had a few yesterday. Man, I'm lactose intolerant, but I've been eating dairy. With my dumb ass. What's the day? So I was on the elevator last night. And it's last night for me, you know. But going to get some food. So I get on the elevator, you know. I was like, all right, by myself. I'm on the 12th floor. I'm going down, right? So I'm like, shit, it's coming. You know what I mean? Like, ain't no holding this. So I just let a little pop out. You know what I'm talking about? Just a little bit. Just like pop. Like, that's it. Bruh. In a matter of less than 1 second, I was like, oh shit.
Was you the only one on the elevator?
I was the only one on the elevator.
Okay,
I was the only one on the elevator.
Yeah, you lucked up.
Check it though. Like, I hate, like, because I don't know, like, this is around the time where everybody's getting off. Like, the other people are arriving to the apartment complex off of work. So I'm just like, fuck, man, somebody going to be down there waiting on me, and they're going to walk right into it. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm hoping that it, like, dissipates. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, just go away. And I don't know if we got, like, cameras on our elevator at all. So, like, what I'll do is, like, if something happens, I did it as soon as I got on the elevator. Like, that's the crazy thing. Like, nigga, I was just on my floor when I could have just let it out anytime. But as soon as the door closed, that's when I had to do it. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? So, okay, I do my business, right? Because I didn't expect it to be that potent. And what I'll do is, I smell it, though. Like I said, it was less than a second. It hit. I'll try to act like it wasn't me. Because, like I said, I don't know if the elevator has camera. So I'll just, like, make a face and, like, man, what the, you know what I'm saying? Shit, like, nigga, who old dirty booty was up in here? You know what I'm saying? So I get to the bottom floor, and it's still in there. Mm-hmm. And the elevator moves slow as fuck, man. I tell you that. But so I get off, and like when the doors open, I don't see nobody. I'm like, fuck yeah, you know what I'm saying? But as soon as I get to the side door, you know, it's maybe like 20 steps away, right, from the elevator to where I cross this person, this black guy. And I'm just like, oh yeah, that nigga about to walk into that, boy. And ain't no hiding. Ain't no hiding. Like, those are the ones that are the worst. Now, when I'm in my office, sometimes, like, I got a cushion that I sit on. You know what I'm talking about? Because I got, like, you know, my hip and my back spasms, right? So I got, like, a little pillow thing. Yeah. Usually I'll be thinking my pillow's gonna catch it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it don't.
You know, your pillow stank as hell, boy. Good Lord. You'll be fighting in your pillow all day.
I wash the cover. I wash it. I wash it off the bed. But
That shit
I'm
in the
just like,
cushion.
shit.
That shit in the cotton in there, man. You can't wash that out.
It air out. It air out. When we
Yeah.
leave at night, it air out. You don't tell nobody to take care of the sun. So, when I'm in there and like, it's not usually it's not the smell. It's just the sound. You know what I mean? Like I think it's gonna be a quiet poop, but it'll be something loud. You know what I'm talking about? It sounds like backfire. So I'm just like, oh, so I'm just trying to like beatbox. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying?
You start
I'm trying to blend the sound. I'm trying to blend the sound. You know what I'm talking about? Like, hold on, no, that was a little harder than that. Or I'll try to lean like in my bag, you know what I'm saying? Like in my feet, like trying to get it to creak or whatever like that and hope that that's what somebody think it is. But usually when it's a smell, I just turn my fan off. If I let it out at work, I just turn my fan off. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I put it on high. I put it on set number 3 so that, it, you know, maybe they'll smell it because it's blowing around, but it won't be like in a centralized location.
So you trying to stank
Known to
up the
be coming.
whole damn office instead of just where you at?
Bruh. Hey, man, I can't sit in that shit, bruh, literally.
It's your shit.
Like that. Hey, I gotta share that. Hey, because I didn't know. Like, I think it's easier to play off a sound than it is a smell. You know what I mean? Like, that's too hard now. If you just full Monty, just, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that was me. You know what I'm saying? I did it. But if this is like a pop here and there, like, I think you could play that off sound wise. But it's kind of hard to mask a smell, man. So, the good thing about here in Kuwait is it stink all the time. So when me and wifey we go places, no, it's terrible, man.
So you just be letting loose, huh?
When we go places like nigga, we be in the car and the windows be up, you know, the AC's on, and then we just hit like an area and it just smell like, nigga, did you just fart? And I'm just like, damn. Like she looks at me like that, and I'm like, well, thank you, appreciate you for thinking it's me. You know what I'm saying? Like. Sometimes it do be me, and I be like, "Girl, you know it's stink out here." Like what? You know what I'm saying? Them be them hot ones. So you just gotta know the climate of what's coming out of you. You know, if it's hot, nigga, it's gonna stink. Like I've never heard or smelt a hot fart that didn't live up to the hype. You know what I'm talking about? So
just live up to the hype.
Just know your inner workings. Know your body. You know what I'm talking about? You know what you got going on, man. Greg, you know what you got going on, bro. You are
Greg
a
be
professional.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
you're a professional.
Yeah, he professional for shows. For professional stinking ass. Good Lord, Greg be putting something serious. But see, that's why I'm glad. I'm glad about my job, man, because my job I work outside, and I work by myself, so I can let go if I feel like it, you hear me? I'm good. You know what I'm talking about? I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? I got that freedom out there. You know what I'm talking about? Just hey, I ain't gotta look at nobody. I'll be putting mail in the box, just letting it go. Like poof, poof, poof. I'm good to go. I ain't gotta worry about none of that, man. Hey man. Life is good. Life is good, man. But I heard Charlamagne say he don't fart in his clothes. So that's kind of hard to believe, man. You always ain't gonna be somewhere where you can just pull your booty out, you know what I'm talking about, and just start farting.
Hey, Charlamagne, I don't know about that, bro. Like that's a little suspect to me. Every time you need to pass gas, you pulling down your pants and your drawers and your ass cheeks hanging out.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know about that, bro.
I don't know if I can believe that one, man. Like, say you had a party or something like that, you can't get to the bathroom right then. It's on you. You gotta let that thing go. You can't tell me you're gonna pull down them cheeks and just put just pass gas in front of everything, man. That don't make sense to me, man.
I ain't never heard no stuff like that, bro. I ain't never heard no stuff like that in my life. Pass gas. Stop, bro. Stop.
I should try to call Greg, see if he available to answer this question, man.
To answer why that was the time.
Yeah. Let me call Greg real quick, man. Let me see if he available just for one real quick. Let me see. Let me see if the dude can answer this question for me, man. Then we'll be good to go. me see, people. We just calling the boy can't get right. I gotta hear where this came from. Gotta hear a backstory. Maybe he pick up, maybe he don't. We not sure, but I'm gonna try him for sure. Let's see. Let's see if the brother pick up. Come on, pick up, Jay.
You have reached the voicemail box.
My man didn't pick up, man. So it's all right. My boy didn't pick up. What we'll do is we'll try to we'll try to get him in next time. I'll try to remember next week so we can ask him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, he ain't pick up the phone, man. You know what I'm talking about? So I was telling the people next time he get on, we gotta put somewhere. So we gotta ask him the backstory behind that, man.
Yeah, we can double back.
Yeah, we got double back on that one, man. But yeah, definitely. So the book, go and break it down to the people one more time what they gotta do, man. If it's hot, you know what I'm saying? Let them know between the hot and the cold and all that stuff real quick one more time.
All right. If your stomach is bubbling, that means you just need to step away.
Bubble,
from everybody.
Bubble, step away. Gotcha.
Yeah, just get out. Get out. Go outside. Do whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Just be away from people. All right, from civilization. If it's a cold, like if it's just one of those, like you don't really, if you know for sure, like it's certain things, but it do catch you off guard. You know what I'm talking about? And it's the sounds, it's going to beatbox that thing. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Hit that, the drum line. You know, you be all right. You be all right. You're going to be just fine, bro. Take it from me. Trust me. I do it all the time. But if it stank, just get up and walk away. You know what I'm talking about? Don't wait for people to smell it. And be like, man, what the fuck is it? Nigga, just get gone. Just get gone. Because you're going to smell it before anybody else. Nigga, just move. You know what I'm talking about? Let off and step away. That's your best bet, man. Don't hope that that's the worst thing you can do. Hope that somebody won't smell it. You think just don't be around when it hits their nostril. You know what I'm talking about? And then when you come back in, be like, oh, what is that? That's what you do. That's what you do.
That thing gonna follow you outside, man.
Hey, I'll be gone though. I'll be gone.
This dude right here. Hey.
Oh, shit. So if ever y'all come into my office and I got the fan on 3, you know what time it is. Don't play with me. You know what time it is.
Well, thank you, Book, for the whole recap for the gas, man. We needed that. Oh shoot, I did the wrong.
I said a year.
Oh, I did the wrong sound. I did the wrong sound effect on here, man. Hold up. Okay. Man. I think, I think that's good for the day, man. As far as those topics, man. You know what I'm saying? We talk about some stuff that happened in the world of sports. So anybody that don't want to hear about basketball, this is your time to turn the podcast off. Thank you for showing up. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and everywhere else, Facebook and all that. Other than that, if you want to hear about some basketball, because you know what I'm saying, we basketball, we like the NBA. So if you want to hear about that, stay tuned in. So today was the last day of free agency, Book. You know what I'm talking about? Your boys came back with Markelle Fultz, man. How you feeling about that?
La 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 la. Like how you felt. Nah, he ain't on the same level as LeBron.
Hell nah, they ain't the same. That's how trash y'all is. You hype by how I was about we getting LeBron. You hype about Markelle Fultz? Then they can't even shoot free throw.
Hey, let's put it like this. This nigga was the number 1 draft pick. So I'm hyped about it.
Hey.
Second half of the tour, that's the magic. Let me give y'all the backstory. That's why we talk about Orlando and Markelle Fultz, y'all. That's my team, all right? I've been with them boys since 1991. That's my favorite franchise of all time in the NBA. You know what I'm talking about? So I never switched up, you know what I mean? Even when we sucked.
I give him that. He's been 100 the whole time.
Yeah, I'm still ride or die Orlando, man, to the death. So it's just like we've been subpar for the last decade, man. And any glimmer I hope that we could get, man, anything that shed lights on us, like, I'm all for it. And honestly, like, we have a collection of decent players. We don't have no stars. We don't have none of that. We got Our best player is Nikola Vucevic, who I thought we should have traded because I think we could have got some decent market value for him. Even a first round draft pick, even if we didn't acquire another player back. But I just, man, I'm looking for something. And I know, like, right now we on a young movement. So we're just doing this infusion of young talent, you know what I'm talking about, and hoping that it all gels together.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of the times people are looking at, like, okay, I'm going to get all these young players and we're going to be the new Golden State. No, that ain't how that would work. They got two of the best shooters of all time, and then everybody else just look like how they look because they play with them. If they pass you the ball, I'm averaging 8 assists a damn game because the niggas can shoot lights out.
Mm-hmm.
That blueprint don't work for everybody. But at point guard, bro, we ain't never had a point guard unless you talking about Penny.
I'm about to say y'all had a whole Penny.
Just Penny, man. Just Penny left. We ain't been shit at the point guard. We had a whole Darryl Armstrong, trash. Mm-hmm. We've had Steve Francis on his last leg, literally, trash. Like, nigga, what are we talking about?
I ain't gonna lie to you, but I don't think the people that's sitting here listening to the podcast want to hear a whole podcast about the Orlando Magic.
I'm sorry, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody care about the Magic. I'm
passionate. Okay, let me get back on track. I got sidetracked. So I get kind of an issue like this. I actually applaud the move though. Like I Markelle Fultz, like you said, something wrong with him, but I think the boy just need counseling. You know what I'm saying? He be acting like a what is it? What's the Terminator model? The T100? What's it called?
Something like that. I know you're talking about something like that.
Okay, so we just gonna call it the T100. If I'm wrong, y'all can correct me, but I still say how I want. I won't take your advice. But he out there be looking like he glitching, man. Like he got a short circuit sometimes. And I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just hoping that the boy can get right. But I actually like the move that Orlando made to acquire folks, man. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's not about, I think he was doing a lot of it. I'm not going to say he was doing it on purpose, but I'm going to say he was sabotaging. You know what I'm saying? He was out there saboteur. He didn't want to play in Philly, man.
He did.
He didn't really want to play in Philly. And I think this was the best way for him to get out. You know, just say, oh, yeah, my shoulders hurt still. I'm rehabbing, blah, 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 blah. Kind of like Kawhi Leonard with the quad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, nigga, you healthy. You just don't want to play there no more. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what that was. You know, you faked the injury so long until they just said, man, the hell with you. We're going to get rid of you. And then I think the boy, he going to be just fine. And we got our point guard of the future. So I applaud Orlando for finessing that shit. For real.
So how you feel about Harrison Barnes getting traded in the middle of the game?
In the middle of the game, you know what the next report was?
What?
I saw. Shout out to LeBron, man. I saw him post it. That's how I first heard about it. You know, I saw him post it on his IG, too. And what he wrote about it, and he just looked like Harrison Barnes had the sad puppy dog face, like, man, fuck y'all, like this really what we doing? Mm-hmm. Like. Just looking at that little bit and what LeBron wrote, I really felt like he was blindsided. But then I also saw another report where it said that him and his agent were in agreement that about the trade, and he knew it was taking place during the game.
Paul Pierce said that.
So he wanted to help his team.
Paul Pierce said that.
So now, had he not known, I just think that's some fucked up shit, and that's why the players are the way the players are, because there is no loyalty. And, like LeBron was saying, but it's okay to trade somebody mid-game, and then, you know what I'm saying, but as soon as a player voices, hey, I want to be traded, it's, oh, you selfish, you this, you that, you third, you ain't about us, you about you type stuff. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like, I think that's sad, because another trade that took place was Tobias Harris. That might be what you're gonna lead into too.
I was gonna go into Tobias Harris.
That nigga literally hit the game winner and then got traded. Like, who? What? You know what I'm saying? The nigga hit the game winner against the Hornets for the Clippers and then got traded. Like, not even an hour later. Like, as soon as the nigga got out the shower, nigga was traded. Like, him and
Boban. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So I'm just like, bro, there's like, these franchises don't give any incentive for me to, or I say me as if I'm a player, but I will continue to say me. Like they don't give me any incentive to be loyal to you. You know what I mean?
It,
I'm
it,
not
it
doing it behind your back.
I think it depends on
It's just like,
the caliber of player you are. Like
oh yeah,
See, like
that's a fact.
Dallas, they gave Harrison Barnes a terrible contract. Who didn't know Harrison Barnes wasn't going to be that good when he went over there after he won the championship with the Warriors? He wasn't that good with the
Yeah,
Warriors. Like, let's be real.
yeah.
I
That's
mean,
the one they lost.
yeah,
That's the one they lost.
it's
When
like
LeBron was a ham bone.
that man took that money, and I'm not mad at Harrison Barnes. You finessed that shit, got your paper. But a team like Dallas, they made a lot of good moves. They got Kristaps. Them boys got Courtney Lee. Who all the fuck they got? Let me see.
Trey Bird.
They
They
got
got
Trey
Tim
Bird.
Hardaway Jr.
Yep, Tim Hardaway
They made
Jr.
that thing, boy.
They was on their game, man. And who they just got some?
Mhm.
Who else? I could have swore they just got somebody else. They got Zach Randolph. That's what I'm thinking about. They got
Yeah,
Zach
Zach Randolph. I forget the other person from
Justin Jackson. He gonna be cut by
Jackson.
he probably cut
Something
already.
Jackson.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah,
he okay though. Justin Jackson is okay, but I don't see him
yeah.
playing like that. But they set themselves up to be a nice team. You know what I'm saying? So usually,
They got that for sure.
usually Mark Cuban, what he does, if you good, he will like he did Dirk. He kept Dirk way past the time he's supposed to kept Dirk. Dirk should have been retired by now.
Hmm.
But hey, you know what I'm saying? Depending on your caliber, they'll keep you around for a little bit longer. Houston, Houston, they got rid of a couple people. I think they did good by getting
Like
Iman Shumpert. I like that. That
I
was pretty.
like, I like that
Yeah, that
because they
was.
need that. They need that pit bull. They need
Mhm.
that pit bull defensively. I mean, Trevor Ariza. I'm not gonna shit on the man, but Trevor Ariza, they be acting like that boy was just like top two defender in the league or something. Like, oh yeah, like that nigga wasn't that damn
Hold up.
great defender.
Trevor Ariza, Lakers Trevor Ariza, when he won the championship with Kobe and
Lakers,
Paul Gasol, that
yeah,
Trevor Ariza was
he
locked
was
down.
fired in. But he
Uh,
was young too.
yeah,
The
yeah.
nigga like 35 now. He's our age. Talking about, yeah, he's a great defender. Bruh, he old, man. That's like Tony Allen. Like, people be glorifying their heydays defensively. Like, nigga, everything slow down when you get older. You know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about? Like, you don't run as fast. It takes you longer to get out of the bed. You know,
Mhm.
shit, man. It's hard, bro. You know what I mean? So I can't sit here and I know since you guys are professional athletes, like, they built a little bit different. They wired a little bit differently, but still, man, like, no, you can't tell me 35-year-old Trevor Ariza is the same as 27-year-old Trevor Ariza defensively. That
Yeah.
don't make no sense. That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
So I think with Amon Shumpert, you know, late 20s, I think that's a whole lot better. You know what I mean? He's more athletic, more agile, a lot faster. You know what I'm saying? How he looks, his build, no homo. He looks as though he's stronger than Trevor Ariza because Trevor Ariza is a two-pick. You know what I mean? Compared to Iman Shumpert. So
But
I like the dog in Iman Shumpert.
oh yeah,
You
for
know what I'm
sure.
saying?
But Trevor Ariza longer
Huh?
though. Trevor Ariza's longer than Iman.
Yeah, his length is, you know, he got the long arms. Yeah, you right about that, but I just still, man, I don't know, man. I like to pick up. It's just somebody else too. Who
He's
I
on
can't think
Houston.
of it. It was
Shit.
one of them under the radar type joints.
Yeah, I
But
don't
the
know.
big name was Iman Shumpert, and I actually like that addition for them, man. Like I said, you know, they kind of shaky on that wing defensively, and they've been looking for something, but I don't think he's gonna start. I think their starting lineup is pretty much what it is, but when he needs to spell somebody, I think defensively, yeah, he can do his part. He's not a lockdown defender, but he'll lessen the blow because Gerald Green ain't that. Gerald Green just want to shoot threes and, you know, talking about like pull up like he a splash brother and he not that.
I'm
But you
gonna
know what
show
I mean?
I'm gonna show Gerald Green all the respect in the world because when he first came in the league, I did not think he was gonna make it this long. I thought he was gonna be like James
Yeah,
White.
it's a dunk,
He
right?
was gonna be the dunker. I thought he was gonna dunk and
Yeah,
then he'll play himself out.
yep.
But Gerald Green been hooping since I got out of high school. Like that nigga been hooping. So I'm gonna give Gerald Green some props for evolving his game and still being on that. So, but
Yeah.
the only team I want to talk about and we're not gonna stay on it too long, man. We got to talk about my Lakers,
Good
man.
boy.
We got to talk about my
Okay.
Lakers and this whole
All
AD
right.
thing, man. We're supposed to get AD. I'm torn because if you don't know, I'm from Louisiana. AD was with the Pelicans, and
Mm-hmm.
New Orleans basically played the Lakers and would not let the brother
Yep.
go. You know what I'm saying?
Show me your hand. Still ain't gonna say yes.
I understand why they would not let him go. Trust me, I do. But usually when you have a certain caliber of player, you want to show the other superstars from other teams that, hey, okay, we gonna grant him his wish because we give him that respect for putting those years in when he did. So it won't deter another superstar from coming in there. To me,
Yep.
New Orleans look petty as hell. And if I'm a superstar, I know, hey, how they handled the AD thing, I don't want to go over there. I think they set themselves up. The only way that they going to get somebody is through the draft now. They didn't fuck themselves over because if they would have just let AD go, AD would have came out and could have said all this nice shit about New Orleans, about their nice team, I love the people. They helped me. I mean, they did what, you know what I'm saying, what I asked and all that kind of stuff because we wasn't in a good position. They held him too goddamn long. They dangled him. They could have got everything from the Lakers. I thought it was a bad trade for the Lakers standpoint to give away all that shit for damn AD.
Dude, I was looking at y'all stuff, Franz, and I'm like, nigga, y'all are crazy. Like, don't get me wrong. I think AD is an exceptional talent, man. But I'm like, nigga, y'all gave up damn near 3/4 of your starting lineup. You gave up your whole second unit and draft picks. I'm like, dog, that nigga ain't that. That nigga ain't that.
Bruh, it was 8 people in that draft, 8 people in that package with 2 first-round draft picks. My nigga.
I said, that's crazy.
You wild.
I said, nah. Like,
that was too goddamn much. That was too much. Like, we ain't going to have nobody to play. We couldn't play today. We play the Celtics right now. We probably getting our ass whooped. If y'all don't know, it is February the 7th. That's when we taping this. We getting our ass whooped right now by the Celtics right now. We wouldn't have had nobody to play this goddamn game if that trade would have went through. Nobody. We would have had to
Y'all not getting whooped.
We was getting whooped last time I saw. It was like 30-something to 50-something. Let me see if they show.
Y'all only down. Y'all was down 6.
Okay, we came back a little bit.
Y'all came back.
Hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. But we wouldn't have had literally nobody to play in this goddamn game. So I think now if the Pelicans wanted to hurt AD and wanted to hurt LeBron, I think that would have been the way to hurt them because we would have had you got rid of all our veterans. We got rid of everything to get AD. That would have been the stupidest thing to me. We got rid of Kuzma. We end up still getting rid of Zubac, which was I don't get that trade to save my life. If you just wanted, if you just wanted to get rid of one person so you could pick up Carmelo, you could have just dropped the last nigga on the bench. You could have just waived him.
Mike Muscala. I'm trying to figure out.
I was going to ask y'all if y'all know about Mike Muscala because I don't know nothing about this dude. I can't tell you. And we got rid of Zubac for him. He just got traded there. Boy, he just got traded in the package. They just got him. They wilding out, man. I understand Reggie Bullock because we need some shooters. I heard Mike Muscala's a shooter as well. To me, I think they stupid. Okay. We could have dropped the 2 last people on the bench that ain't getting no playing time. We could have picked up Jimmy Fredette. We could have picked up Carmelo if that's what they wanted to do. And I'm still fine with Reggie Bullock. I mean, because he could shoot that ball. But I don't care about all that. We could have kept Zubac because we're gonna need him for trade pieces. If Pelicans still want all that shit.
And you know what's crazy is I get why they sent Michael Beasley, obviously, because he just had to ref for Luke Walton. You know what I'm saying? But Beasley a journeyman anyway. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So, I ain't concerned. I ain't concerned about Beasley.
He's your favorite player's favorite player.
Yeah.
Like, but you ain't did nearly enough to say that, my man. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you riding the friendship thinking that, because you and KD best friends, like, you think you on KD level, huh? No. Stop. Yeah. Because we saw what happened when y'all went to the Ruckers. We got the tape, nigga. We got the tape.
Yeah, man. But
So, yeah, I just think that they played y'all the whole time, and I think it was first of all, I think they filed peppering charges against y'all because of
yeah,
the connection between obviously LeBron and Rich, but it's like, dude, man, come on, man, like, nigga, okay, he's my friend, you know what I'm saying? That's
mm,
cool. That don't mean I still don't have a job to do,
mm,
and yeah, I would like to just manage all of my people on one damn team. Shit, you got a Caldwell Pope over there. You know what I'm talking about? He's with Clutch Sports.
what what I
So,
what I like the best, I think it's called the Get Up, and over there with Chris Carter or whatever. Old dude
yeah,
broke it down the best way that I've ever heard. He was like, he asked everybody in the room if they had an agent, and they said yes.
yeah.
He says, "Now tell me, do your agent tell you what to do, or do you tell your agent what to do?" He
Mm-hmm.
said, "We tell our agent what we want to do. Your agent worked for you." He said, "So it's funny how this whole narrative that changed to, oh, LeBron want him over here, LeBron want him." He
Yeah.
said
Mm-hmm.
the agent is working for for AD. So whatever
Mm-hmm.
AD want, that's what he doing. Rich Paul is taking that heat for that shit, and LeBron taking the heat. But that's what AD want. You know what I'm saying? He already bought a house during the summer. You can't tell me Rich Paul told him, "Hey, buy a house in LA." He was telling you in the
Mm-hmm.
summer. I told y'all, I was like, oh, AD coming to Lakers. I told y'all in the summertime when he bought the house. We heard about it. Like, come on, man. Like, get out of here. We already know AD doing what he want to do. Of course, he don't want to be the villain. That's why Rich Paul there, he a great agent. He taking all them hits for him. You know what I'm saying? But come on, let's not be crazy. Before we get out of here,
Well,
before
real quick, there was
okay,
one trade that's under the radar though.
which one?
The Mark Gasol going to the Raptors.
Yeah, that's a
That's
good
it.
one for the
I mean,
Raptors.
for the East, yeah, for the East, like that's definitely, yeah, that's nice.
But
That's
tell
very nice because they didn't give up much to get him. You know what I'm talking about? Well, nothing of impact to
but tell
me personally.
but tell
Like
me what they gonna
they
do after
going
this year.
on.
Yellow.
Would you have fun?
I said, tell me what
Yeah,
they
what you
gonna
said?
do after this year once Kawhi leave them though. Now they got an old ass Marc Gasol for what?
Well, he can. Mark Gasol can opt out. So I think this is like a more or less a 1 year rental. But I think the only reason why the Raptors made a move is because of Sugar. That's it.
Mm,
That's the only reason why they made that move, man. So now you got somebody and no Mark Gasol. He can't stop Joel Embiid if Joel Embiid wants to do anything. You know what I'm saying? But he can make it hard on him. And I think that's why they did it because Valanciunas wasn't that type of interior defender. He can't defend and get buckets. Marc Gasol can do both, and he stretches the court. You know what I'm saying? Because
mm,
he can't hit threes. So I like the addition. You know what I'm saying? Like Marc Gasol, like 32 maybe. I mean, he as a center, you ain't got to do too damn much. You know what I'm saying? Just be big. You know what I'm talking
yeah.
about? That's all you got. Just be big, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? So I like that move though for them, man. I think it's going to open up a couple of different type of plays for the Raptors,
Mm.
especially come playoff time. You know what I'm talking about? But I don't, I don't know if I still favor them to get out the East because on paper, I like Philly more, man. On paper, I'm just like, nigga, that starting five for them is started.
We
Like
didn't even talk about them
that's
getting. Or we did talk about them getting Tobias Harris, but yeah,
talk about them just look, yeah,
yeah,
but
that,
they starting five is retarded, bro. Like I thought the Celtics had the best, but clearly them boys ain't what they need to be, man. They just being in turmoil and disarray all season long and haven't turned it around. I don't care what they do, so I don't expect the Celtics to make it.
that's because
Eventually.
Kyrie is one of them players that he now see what he missed. You know what I'm saying? Look,
Yeah.
it took Kobe to get Dwight Howard to be like, Shaq, my bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see what I'm missing now as far as having a center. And it took Kyrie to go around all them younger players, and he's supposed to be the big dog to know that, hey, this ain't it. I need to come. He talking about he wouldn't be opposed to playing with LeBron. But before we get out of here, I got to shout out the All Star draft, and I got to shout out to LeBron because LeBron is going to be doing some recruiting during the All Star weekend. Um, I don't know if y'all saw who he picked up, but LeBron picked up. I'm gonna just name the people that's been questioned as far as coming to the Lakers. LeBron picked up Kevin Durant, He picked up Kyrie. He picked up Kawhi. All people talking about coming that they've been rumored coming to the Lakers. And then the reserves, he talked about. He picked up Anthony Davis, and he picked up Klay Thompson. Everybody that they have mentioned during this season that
got them on their team.
Everybody, LeBron has did it, and I want to thank LeBron for going out on the limb and doing exactly what he was supposed to do. Also, he picked up Ben Simmons, and he was very adamant about picking up Ben Simmons. I don't know what that literally means, but I think it's a good bit. I think it's good for the Lakers. So we definitely need to clap it up for LeBron, because LeBron, they can call it tampering, they can call it whatever it is, but to me, there you go, Brian. It's all for you. Thank you, brother. You setting this up for greatness, and I see it. If nobody else see it, I see it. You know what I'm talking about? So, anything you got to say about that book?
No, I concur, man. I concur. Like he works in the serious ways, man. The serious ways are very obvious. So I'll put it like that. Like he fake niggas don't see it. Nigga, we see you, bro. We see you.
Hey.
But yeah, keep going, Brian. I enjoy it, man.
Him and Magic came up with the list, boy. Him and Magic sat there and came up with that whole list. Like, hey, make sure you pick up him now. Get him. Giannis ain't gonna pick him up. Get him before Giannis pick him up. He started off. He got Kevin Durant, and then his next person he got was Kyrie. That surprised the hell out of me. I didn't think he was gonna go Kyrie after that. That surprised me.
Oh, I know. I knew he was going King Kai. I knew he was going King Kai.
That surprised me. But hey, shout out to them. Anything you got to say in closing, man? We're gonna get up out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? Once again, Frank always shouted out the platforms. Just make sure you tune in, subscribe, follow us, all of that, man. Show love, drop comments, tell a friend, tell your relatives. You know what I mean? Just get some merch. Support us, man. We got hoodies, shirts. We trying, man, and you know what I mean. We do what we can for everybody. Y'all keep us going. Just continue to support us, man. We're gonna keep pushing out this wonderful content that we got for you every week.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and two, shout out to the boy AD, DJ AD, aka Luke Cage.
Yeah.
On the big and better things right now. I'm waiting for an update.
Yeah,
I haven't heard anything.
It's looking pretty good. When he make that update, he definitely coming back on the platform and gonna make that update.
We're gonna let him come on. We're gonna let him on here, and he gonna share that news with the world. So hopefully that news that we talking about that actually comes to fruition. We praying for it. It's been a journey, and we're just gonna leave it at that. So I don't want to sell it too high just in case. Anything can happen in the world nowadays, but. I'm optimistic that the brother can pull this off, and I'm rooting for him, man. I really am. So
real talk. Shout out to Chosen Musicians, like he was talking about, and shout out to AverageBlackMan.com. You know what I'm saying? Go check out them blogs by Cody. Make sure you check them out. Hold up. Nah, we ain't worried about it. Make sure y'all check out AverageBlackMan.com. Check out the blogs. I was trying to see if Cody had updated and gave us another blog, but unfortunately he did not do it. So, of course, I'm going to have to get on his head talking about, hey, where the next blog at? You know what I'm talking about? But until next time, you know what I'm saying? Where our music at? Hold up. I'm up here pressing everything but the right stuff right now. I just can't get right my damn self. But until the next time, it's the MVP.